let us learn to speak fluent English by narrating a story. The story is Kabuliwala by Rabindranath Tagore. I'm sure all of you know that Rabindranath Tagore is a writer who won the Nobel Prize. And this story was originally written in Bengali. It is a very famous story out of which movies were made in many languages in India. The story is about a little girl, Minnie. The story also has her parents. And of course, there is a person in the title role. Title role means the title of the story, which is Kabuliwala. So one of the characters is Kabuliwala. Now the story goes like this. The father of this young girl, Minnie, who is telling this story, we call it as a first person. That means he says, I, my daughter, my wife, or my daughter's mother, and then a Kabuliwala. He is describing his own story. That is first person narrative. Now he is telling the story. He's a writer himself. So he says that when I sit and write, my little girl, Minnie, comes and sits near the table, near my feet, and she keeps talking to me constantly. Minnie is a little girl and she can't stop speaking. The author writes, she speaks incessantly. Incessantly means continuously. Incessantly means without stopping even for 1 minute. And as little children, she doesn't stop with a single topic. She asks a question. Before the father can answer, she asks another question. In this way, the author shows how the father and daughter are very good friends. The mother keeps trying to control this little girl because this story is of the 19th century, where women had a secondary role. So the mother says that don't play around, don't go here, don't go out of the house. Minnie is also very quiet. She stays at home. She plays with her dolls, etc. Now there is a person who has come to Kolkata, in those days the capital of the country, from Kabul. That is why Kabuliwala. He comes to sell dry fruits and grapes, etc., in the capital so that he can get a good price and then he can go back to his city, he can go back to his native place and spend that money. He comes around the places, every street he goes to, shouting that he has something to sell. People call him and buy it. One day, this little child, Minnie, sees the Kabuliwala. He's very tall. He's wearing a dress which is a loose, long dress which people from that part wear. And she has not seen such a person before. So she's amazed. Young children have a lot of curiosity. So she tells the father that here is a person. And the father says, yes, this is a Kabuliwala. He's selling something. The father wants the daughter to have some exposure to the outside world. So he calls the Kabuliwala. He says, let me buy something for you and you become friendly with this person. The young girl gets very frightened. She says, no, he's so huge. I can't go there. And she comes and hides near the father. But the father buys some of those dried fruits, almonds, etc., and gives it to the child. The incident ends there. After a few days, the father finds, when he's going out, that the child is sitting with the Kabuliwala. She's sitting on a bench. Kabuliwala is sitting at her feet. and they have become the best of friends. They are enjoying themselves. They say that, you know, the Kabuliwala has a huge sack with all his nuts and grapes. He says, "Is there an elephant in that?" The child asks. And then both of them laugh. The father says, "I could not understand why they are laughing so much, but I could make out that these two have become the best of friends." He finds that the Kabuliwala is giving the child many fruits and many dried fruits also. So he keeps paying for them. He keeps giving them the money. Now, while talking, the Kabuliwala mentions something which is, in those days, which was very important. He asked this little girl, "When are you going to your father-in-law's house?" Because children were married by the time they were 8 or 9 years old. Girls were married and sent to the house of the father-in-law. This little girl doesn't know. She laughs and she says, "Oh, you are also going to your father-in-law's house." Now, the story's narrator, that is the father of Minnie, says that father-in-law's house has another meaning, and that is jail. Because if you do something wrong and the police put you in jail, then what happens? They give you free food. You don't have to work. They give you some rest also. You don't have to sell all throughout the day, roaming around in the sun. So that is father-in-law's house. Now, Minnie doesn't know this meaning, but both of them laugh a lot. Minnie doesn't say when she will go to the father-in-law's house. The Kabuliwala also doesn't say when he will go to his father-in-law's house, that is the jail, but they both laugh and enjoy. Another day, suddenly there is a lot of noise which the father hears from the window. He goes out near the window and he sees that the police have caught hold of the Kabuliwala. His long dress is full of blood and there is a knife in his hand. The police have caught him because he attacked somebody who did not pay for the fruit which he had taken on loan. He had bought many things from the Kabuliwala. Now the Kabuliwala is collecting all the money to go back to his house, but this man is not giving him the money he owes. Therefore, the Kabuliwala gets angry and hurts him using a knife. The police catch him and he is sent to jail for some time. So that story where Minnie was asking him, "When will you go to your father-in-law's house?" this comes to his mind and he is sitting in the prison for many years. After this, the story, it's a short story. The time passes quickly and Minnie is now of marriageable age. This is the day of her wedding. Everything is ready in the house. Suddenly, the father, who's very busy organizing the marriage, finds that the Kabuliwala has come. He says, "Oh, not today, not today. I can see that you are out of the jail, but please come back another day because I'm very busy." So the Kabuliwala says, "Can I not see the little one even once? Please, I want to just meet her once." The father says, "No, she can't come out today. Please come some other day." The Kabuliwala keeps pleading, saying that he's going away. He wants to see that little one. Now he has forgotten that in so many years that little child has now become a young girl. Dressed in all her marriage finery with all the, sandalwood on her forehead, this young girl comes. The father says, "Here is your Kabuliwala." Kabuliwala smiles and says, "You're going to your father-in-law's house." This girl doesn't remember. She puts her head down. She looks very shy. She doesn't say a single word and she quickly goes away. The Kabuliwala doesn't realize that time has passed And this girl, who was such a good friend, has now forgotten him. Suddenly, with tears in his eyes, he says that I wanted to meet her because I have a daughter exactly like her. He takes out a small piece of paper and shows that there is a print of the small palm of a baby child. When he was coming from there, many years back, he had taken the print of his daughter's hand. Now he doesn't realize that his daughter has also become so old. So tears come out of his eyes. The father says, don't stay here anymore. Go and meet your daughter because you need to again become familiar with your daughter as the father. You've been away for such a long time. The Kabuliwala has no money, so the father takes out some money and gives him and says, use this money to go back home. He realizes that many things he wanted to do for his daughter's wedding, like putting electric lights or inviting a band, those things now he can't do because he has given the money to Kabuliwala. But he says, my daughter will get some blessings when this father goes and meets his daughter and they feel happy in each other's company. That is how the story ends. Listen to the story carefully. Try to narrate it in your own words. If you get a chance, read the English version of it, which is available online. And if you know Bengali, read the Bengali version also. See how the words and the differences are there. See how culture is there in a language. All these, if you see, your ability to speak the language, your ability to use English as a second language becomes better. Thank you and all the best.